guys, I did one house project today. I placed down this peel and stick paper, contact paper. I didn't think I'd be able to do this tonight, but I think it turned out really cute. We started thinking about how we're gonna paint this kitchen. I have some ideas for paint colors, and I'm definitely gonna repaint this because a lot of this is chipped and kind of an eyesore. And then we want, ow, there's boxes everywhere. This butcher block countertop is really nice in theory, but so damaged and would really need to be sanded and restored. So let me know what you guys think, if you have any ideas for how to best go about that. I don't know, proud of myself. I've never worked with contact paper before. A lot of using the X-Acto knife and trying to get it like perfect. So it looks like pretty, right?
I need this money.
Don't we all?
We got our paint supplies.
Painting our living room. I'm so excited.
I can't wait to paint this accent wall.
We got our plastic coverings,
Scotch tape.
We have a sample of green for our kitchen.
Dried thyme.
I'm so excited. I hope the green is good so that we can just get it from there.
No, I agree.
Eyes up. Eyes up.
Eyes up here, huh? Eyes up here.
So I got this Llewellyn calendar for 2026 and I just thought this was so beautiful. I haven't opened it yet, but I will show you guys all of the amazing artwork for each of the months. And they have corresponding information for each month too, you know, the moon placements, what's going on astrologically. There's some spell work you can do. If you guys aren't familiar, Llewellyn produces and publishes a lot of tarot decks and magical literature, I believe. I just thought this was so beautiful. I want to hang it up in my witchy room near my new apothecary, and I just thought the artwork was so beautiful. And then at the other shop, I got this Fuck Ice handmade soap, because fuck ice for real. And it has coconut, vegetable oils, milk, oatmeal, honey, beeswax, eggs, root, and I think it smells like eucalyptus from what I remember. I immediately smelled this and wanted it, but also support the cause, you know, something I feel very strongly about. Cool, huh? And I just love to be surrounded by places that really honor and uplift local vendors and artists. This shop in particular mostly sells local artists' work and local vendors' products, which is really cool. I actually talked to one of the managers about the possibility of selling some of my work there, my oracle deck specifically, and she was so wonderful. The woman I spoke to made it seem like that could be something in my future, and just the fact that that's like walking distance from where we live, and there's so much of that everywhere at every turn. It's amazing, and one of the reasons I wanted to be back in Salem so much. Another witchy find I've been loving this week is Year of the Witch by Temperance Alden. I'm almost done reading this and it's been such a joy to read. She really focuses on intuitive magic and working with the Wheel of the Year in your own way, really emphasizing making your own practice, finding what works for you, and I really resonated with that, so I highly recommend this. There's so much good information here so far. This isn't something I purchased, but I just wanted to shout it out because I just thought it was the cutest thing ever. My godmother got me these beautiful little incense, all of these little guys, with the cutest spoon I've ever seen. With the message, blessings on your new dwelling, a gift for the heart and hearth. She's the best. She also got me a necklace, a moon necklace that I've been wearing a lot. So thank you so much, Melindy. All right, guys, the time has come. We are going to paint this accent wall, and we got our paint from Benjamin Moore. So we're gonna have to move all of this stuff out of the way. We also got a sample paint color for our kitchen walls, which is called Dried Thyme.
Right here.
And I'm very curious because we didn't get to see what it looks like. Oh, it's so pretty. It has almost a gray. It's appearing a lot greener on camera than it is in real life. Cool, so we're gonna do a swatch of this on our walls to see if we like it before we commit to painting the whole thing, because this room would be a full repaint, whereas the living room is just the one accent wall. And then I also bought a black paint for the hutch that I was telling you guys I want to paint. I want to repaint the whole thing, and they gave me a really good color that I think will do the trick. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's already an older piece of furniture. I just want to spruce it up a little bit. This is the first time we're actually tackling something that we picked. So wish us luck. We've both never painted an apartment wall together. Everywhere we've lived, we've just left them the way they were. So it'll be a new experience for both of us. The green for the kitchen. Oh.
It looks great.
It's so pretty, right? All right, we did a couple swatches of the green, and obviously it's kind of hard to tell, but I think it's gonna be so nice. It's called Dried Thyme, and I'm trying to picture it, but it's gonna be warm and earthy, and I'm going for a cottagecore kind of vibe, so I think it's gonna bring a lot of warmth into this space. I'm just gonna leave this to dry and then see how I feel about it tomorrow, but I really like this color. I like it more than I thought I would, even outside of the website, you know. I want to personally speak to anyone who's ever said painting an accent wall is fun. I think it looks really pretty, but at what cost?
Is it good? I love that because I love whiskey.
Look at this thing. Your character looks like I'm about to go to my first dance class of 2026. I am hungover. just decided I want to choose me this year, and I need to move my body, and I know that I'm going to appreciate it later. I don't know. I'm just proud of myself for doing it. I resisted this for so long, and I'm excited and nervous. Guys, I did it. I did the dance class. I was so rusty. I felt so sick from the night before, from, again, going out and having a little too much to drink. It's in the footage too. I show you guys like the cocktail that did me in. It was this whiskey drink, and it was this whiskey cocktail, and she was the problem. I was fighting demons in that dance class. I was fighting for my life. Every turn, every spin, every hair whip was just the death of me, honestly. And it was a burlesque class. It was really like sexy heels dancing. I am so out of shape, and I didn't wear heels. Since it was my first class, I wanted to keep it like kind of chill. But I think I did pretty well. Like, I was able to keep up with the choreography, and I had fun. The choreographer was asking us, like, do you have someone in your life that you can think about, or a relationship that you would sort of be like performing this for, or you could be doing it for yourself. And that really resonated, because I felt like the toxic relationship I have right now is with myself. It's that voice inside my head that tells me I can't do things anymore, or that I'm like worthless, or that I don't have what it takes. I used to be a dancer, but I can't do it anymore. And all the self-criticism and the way that I talk to myself, because I can be so harsh. In that class, which is all about body positivity and self-love and acceptance, and like bearing it all out on the dance floor, and just like accepting yourself, like warts and all, I just felt like I was performing for me, and it was really powerful, and I felt very confident and sexy, and I can see how maintaining this would be really important for me. I'm really glad that I chose to do this tonight. I wanted to insert a message that really brought me some comfort this week from the Oracle of Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reed. She writes, "Be careful of the voices in your head that say you can't, or you don't know enough, or who are you to shine? The better question is, who are you not to shine? All you are and all you have become is by the grace of the divine. It's your duty to share your gifts. Sometimes you walk blindly into traps set in the past. Perhaps you couldn't see that you were repeating a pattern until you were well in it. Yes, things can be awkward and uncomfortable. One day, you will remember how your beautiful new story was just around the corner." I want to end this video here because I want to get this up for you guys as soon as possible, and continue the adventure of, I'm trying to get myself on a better timeline and schedule with posting these videos, especially since now I'm sharing kind of like the weeks in my life. I wanted to end this video with something I've been thinking about in my magical practice that I haven't been showing you guys because it's been so internal. And honestly, as I've always mentioned, and I hope you guys take away from all of my videos, magic is something that comes with you. You don't need any tools for. You don't need to follow how other people are doing it, or get sucked into the consumerism lifestyle of a lot of these witchy content creators. It's kind of a trap, and I want to make sure that you guys remember that magic follows you wherever you go. And that's kind of how I've been really managing my practice these days, is I take it with me everywhere. I bring my oracle deck to work. I do a reading for myself every day. And then life imitates art, or art imitates life. I've been having a lot of issues with perfectionism, and it's been coming up in a really big way because we've been doing so many house projects. When we started painting that accent wall, obviously you guys see the highlights of my life. I curate that for you. That was a really difficult day for me. I felt my OCD and my anxiety kind of really explode that day because I didn't get it exactly the way I wanted it to. Things weren't lining up exactly to the ceiling, whatever. I found every reason to really dog on myself for not getting it to a level that I guess I perceived meant it was right. And that's been following me into this new adventure, taking dance classes again. I took one class and I felt like I couldn't do this thing I did for 14 years of my life, or however many years. And it's very easy to let that resistance stop you from continuing on and continuing to do things that trigger you or bring up that resistance or fear. You can let it win or you can keep going. And I'm going to another dance class tonight. And the resistance is very much still there. I am feeling, like I said, just not good in my body. And I'm looking at everything about me that I want to change. And it's this constant loop of self-criticism and something I'm really working through in this season. And I think the winter brings up a lot of self-reflection because we're moving slower and we're more dormant. We're also maybe not taking care of ourselves the way we used to because it's not a time for accomplishing so many goals. I think the New Year mentality makes us think that, but really that's, I think, for the spring when things blossom and bloom again. And I just have to remind myself that, and I hope you guys are reminding yourselves of the same. Go easy on yourself. But also, if some things come up and trigger that shame response or fear response, and it's not rational fear, it's you getting in your own way, I'm encouraging you to try to do that thing anyway, if you can, in a small way, not with a lot of pressure. But taking these dance classes, even though I feel so bad right now, it feels so good to try. It just feels good to try. And that has been the main theme of my magical practice this week, and I hope it gives you a little encouragement. My hutch, didn't know I could paint that and make it look the way it looks now. I'm so proud of it. The wall ended up turning out amazing, even though I had a million temper tantrums and was such a bitch that day. I hope you guys liked this video and all the things that we're working on. I hope you're here for the adventure. I see so many of these new faces. Thank you guys so much for being here, for engaging with my TikToks and being so supportive of my move to Salem and all the magic that's to come. I'm so, so grateful for every single one of you. And next week, I'll share more of the adventure. See you soon. Bye.